Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for What If? Season 1, Episode 6, What If Killmonger Rescued Tony Stark? Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. Basically, YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. One of the videos, my vast video library, and pops it up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. Also, if you can, hit that like button and the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'll be on live again next, you get the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I put up there. I change it out every week. Also have all the links to my social media there. And I have all the links to my pages too. So this YouTube channel, my Facebook page. And for those of you who still have Facebook, a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves. And sorry, I was a little bit late today. Yeah, just work ran over a lot over. And today was really tiring. Actually, the last 2 days have been pretty tiring. So anyway, you didn't come here for that. Again, for those of you at home, and this is the non-spoilerish version, I guess you could say here. This all takes place in the multiverse now. The What If. This is all canon. This is all MCU canon, if you will. After Loki, after the series of Loki, this series is actually canon. So we're having multiple realities, and the Watcher is our guide through these multiple realities. And in this reality, we just so happen to have Killmonger rescuing Tony Stark in Afghanistan, and that's where we start off on here. So before I get started, oh, and for those of you non-spoiler at home, if you're going to watch this, I would say Iron Man, the first Iron Man, and Black Panther would be the movies you want to watch for this one. That's what keys into this specifically. So, with that said, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. If you've not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video you can comment down below in the comment section. Yes, no, I'll give you a little bit of time to get away. All right. So, the thing I had a problem with in this episode is Black Panther being T'Challa instead of T'Chaka. T'Chaka being his father. So in the movie Black Panther, they actually made it clear that, of course, the king, whoever is the king of Wakanda, is the Black Panther. Unless, of course, they are challenged and then get defeated by some other rival, and then they become the Black Panther and, of course, the king of Wakanda. So how T'Challa was Black Panther while his father was still alive. So that's the other thing too. Either the king dies and the prince becomes the next Black Panther, or someone challenges, the king of Wakanda to become king of Wakanda. So that's how all this stuff works. So it was kind of confusing for me to sit there and look at this and go, okay, why is T'Challa Black Panther while his father T'Chaka is still alive? Because it was all made a big deal about in the Black Panther movie. Yeah. So, and of course, it was mainly to fill in the plot. It's basically, again, like I said, these what if comics, a lot of stuff that happens to your main big characters and stuff like that probably wouldn't happen in the comics. It all depends on who's writing the comics as to strengths and weaknesses of superheroes. So if you want, per se, Tony Stark to die, and you kind of give him weaknesses as the writer, and of course your character is going to die in order to promote Killmonger going into Wakanda and then trying to take, and then of course taking over Wakanda, kind of thing, by becoming Black Panther. So, and again, Killmonger becoming Black Panther while T'Chaka is still alive. Again, Black Panther is supposed to be the king of Wakanda. That is the reason why you get that power, is so that you can protect the kingdom as king, um, or in the comic as queen, as Shuri ends up becoming in the comic. So yeah, that was the one thing that just kind of threw me off on all of this. I mean, the rest of it was okay. It wasn't the best episode. Again, like I've said, even Marvel's bad episodes are still good. And I think we saw the good episodes up front, and I'm kind of waiting for, something good, something to kind of really knock my socks off here. Zombies, the last episode just kind of missed the mark. It could have really knocked shit out of the park and been a bit different if it had actually followed the Kirkman storyline. Uh, this was kind of mediocre. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't great. It was interesting in parts. Just Killmonger making his drones that he made, with Tony Stark's help at that point. And honestly, it was Killmonger using Tony Stark's resources in order to get his drones made. So, the Vindicator drones, which I thought was kind of funny that they were named Vindicator, because of course that's what he was doing. He was vindicating his father, is what the whole thing was all about. Yes. Um, I'm hoping in the last two episodes that we have, episodes 7 and 8, that we get something that really just kind of knocks our socks off, and maybe even continue some of the storylines, because we saw at the end of this storyline that Shuri and Pepper Potts are working together. They know that Killmonger is full of shit and that he killed Tony Stark and killed T'Challa as well. And now, of course, that he started a war between the US and Wakanda, they need, of course, to bring this evidence to light. But of course, the episode ended at that, with them coming together saying, hey, we need to bring this forward and we need to work together. And that's where it kind of ended off at. Yeah. Like I said, a lot of what ifs at the end of some of these episodes that we can always go on and work a little bit better. I wish they kind of just made these self-contained stories and not just open-ended near the end, especially for some of the lesser stories that have more compelling um, follow-throughs, I guess you could say, or more compelling maybe storylines at the end that could continue, you know. So yeah. Philip A. Demick says it felt cathartic to finally get an MCU funeral for Black Panther. Um, I don't know, man. I really didn't feel that. Yeah, I don't know if I felt that in this one, to tell you the truth. For me, it was more the Guardians of the Galaxy one, with Chadwick Boseman. That felt more like a great send off rather than this one where we had the Black Panther funeral. I mean, it's a little too on the nose. I really, really liked the Guardians of the Galaxy one, that they had him being Star Lord and all that. So that I thought was a little bit better of a send off, if you will, for Chadwick. I didn't realize he had done so much voice work for these episodes before he passed, but yeah, he's did quite a few episodes. So it'll be interesting to see. I think he's in 5 episodes, is what I heard, and so far we've had him in 4, or is it 3? I think it's been 3. So I guess he's gonna be in the last 2 as well. There we go. Yeah. So, not the best episode, but again, like I said, not the worst episode either. Yeah, I would say this falls next to last so far in these episodes. Yeah. So, with that said, I am looking forward to next week. I'm hoping next week's is a lot better. And of course, the finale. I want the finale to be good as well. We know there's another 8 episodes coming in for season 2. So, definitely looking forward to that as well. What else do I have going on this week? Well, tomorrow and Friday I'm off. Just so happens that there's nothing going on, so tomorrow and Friday I'll be off. Um, Philip says, I was surprised they couldn't get the original voices for Tony and Pepper. Well, um, you know that Robert Downey Jr. is done with the MCU, like done. He's no longer doing anything. And Gwyneth Paltrow has no interest in doing, as she calls it, comic book movies. So she disdained them anyway to begin with, and didn't really know what movies she was in to begin with. And it was just really a paycheck for her. So I'm kind of glad she's gone. Robert Downey Jr., on the other hand, was kind of a loss on that one, I think. I don't know what happened, but I think something soured him to coming back and working for Disney. And it could be the same thing that's happening with Scarlett Johansson and the Russo brothers not wanting to come back with what's going on with the Scarlett Johansson stuff. So could be a little bit of all column A, column B, and column C. So, like I was saying, Thursday and Friday I'll be off. Saturday will be Saturday morning blast off where I take the genre news of the weekend and genre stuff you guys want to talk about, and we'll talk about it. Sunday will be spoiler alert at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It just works better for me. That's basically where we guys, all of us, can talk about anything that's come out into the public. No sneak previews or anything like that, and you can spoil away, and we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Monday will be Why the Last Man. That'll be episode 4 of Why the Last Man. Tuesday will be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? I haven't figured out what I'm doing as of yet, but I'll figure something out by this weekend. And Wednesday, we roll back around again to What If? There we go. So that's the week in advance there. We also have next week, it's going to be the start of Doom Patrol and also Star Wars Vision. So Wednesday, I believe, is going to be a double header next week. It's going to be, yes, it's going to be What If and Star Wars Visions are both going to be on Wednesday. So it's going to be a back to back, or I might just move Star Wars Visions to Thursdays. I don't know as of yet. I'll figure out how things are going there. No, actually, I won't be able to move that to Thursdays because Doom Patrol season 3 is going to be on Thursday. So Thursday the 23rd. Yeah, it's going to be a busy week next week. Busy week. Yeah. All righty. I'm going to let you guys go for the night. Thank you to everybody who joined me tonight in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. Also, you can hit the like and the share button too, please. That'd be great. And if you like, want to know when I'll be on live again next, you hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there. I change it out every week, and I'm usually close to my times unless I run over on work or something like that. Also, I have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages there as well. Philip says, I'm so glad I got to get a word in edgewise on this stream. You're the only person here. That's why. And Apple Crow's not here, so you need to fill in for the bad joke. I mean, the workshopped jokes and stuff like that, which you haven't done anything. I'm surprised. All right. With that said, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go take a well-deserved nap, and I will see you guys again on Saturday. So until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may want to try and buy some, vibranium from Ulysses Claw, but don't do it. It's a trap. It's just a trap that Killmonger is setting up. And it's going to end badly. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again on Saturday. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, and stay safe out there. Thanks. Have a good night, and see you on Saturday.